Hi guys, and happy National Llama Day. We are joined with our lovely llamas slash chorizo over here. And today we are celebrating Llama Day. Now, a little note about our llamas. So we've got Holly over here. She is mum to Cecil, who's over here. And then we've got Etty, who is a half and half. So essentially, he's a half llama, half alpaca. This is known as a chorizo. Now, llamas and alpacas, they are very similar animals. They are both in the camelid family. However, they are essentially going to come from two different ancestors. You've got vicuñas, which are where the alpacas are coming from, and then you've got guanacos, which is where your llamas are going to come from. Both, like I say, very similar animals. The alpacas tend to be a bit smaller. They tend to have kind of softer wool. Whereas your llamas, they tend to be quite big and a little bit more sociable as well. Now, llamas, they've served many purposes over the years. We've had a great relationship with llamas for about 4,000 to 5,000 years ago now. That's about when they started domesticating your llamas. And they've been around for protecting sheep, so protecting the herds. They've been actually great for carrying things long distances, so trekking. And as well as that, they are great grazers. So getting rid of your very tall grass, or especially some of your bushes as well. They've been really great for that. Now, your llamas, they are herbivores, so they are strictly only going to be eating essentially your veggie stuff. So your vegetation, so your grass, your shrubs, a little bit of browse here and there. However, they do have interesting teeth. So they essentially have little fangs. Now, this is a lot more prominent in your intact males. Your females and your castrated males don't tend to have these so much. But essentially, these are known as fighting teeth. Basically, it comes in really handy for when they're having a little bit of a domestic. The males, they want to possibly impress a female. They want to show a display of dominance. So they've got these fighting teeth essentially to show them who's boss. But not only is it a great display of dominance, but actually for protecting your herds. So things like coyotes that might come along to try and catch your sheep. Actually, these guys are quite brutal and will heavily defend your herds. And one final thing that I find is quite cool about these guys is they are hypoallergenic. So they don't have lanolin, which is the oil that people would typically be allergic to. But come on down to Knockhatch, have a little feed with the llamas as well. I recommend putting some food on a flat hand rather than the cup, because they're so clever. They know they can nick the cup, chug the food down, and then give the empty cup back to you.